Hey YouTube, this is The Art of Prepping. With all of the very smooth, non-assisted flippers out there, is it really necessary to purchase a spring-assisted knife? Of course, it may be just the name brand or the design of the knife that you can only find in a spring-assisted, so I can understand that. But in general, though, if you had the pick of your own design, would you really put a spring in your knife? One more thing to break, one more thing to make it a little more difficult to reassemble if you take your knives apart for cleaning and maintenance. And so I guess for me, over the years, I've moved away from spring-assisted knives, even automatic push-button knives. I just don't have anything to do with spring technology anymore. I think personally, though, that the pivot systems and the knives and the modern knives like the Buck Vantage and so forth, that being on the lower end though, but they work. If you adjust the tension here in the pivot, like on the Buck Vantage, you can get a butter smooth, super fast opening. Now, this is a cheapo little Maxim $10 spring assisted knife. This is just an example for what we're talking about. And it may also have to do with the blade configuration of why I don't ever carry this, and it's bulky and heavy and it's just crappy. But it does open up pretty decent, and it is kind of fun to open with almost no effort. You just touch it and it opens up. But with that being said, though, is this necessary? Do I need a spring in my knife to open it? Is it even that much faster than other manual openers or flippers? I don't think it is faster. In fact, I think they're about the same, if not, maybe some of the other manual ones are even faster. Just depends on how good a quality the pivot is. And so I would say that this type of technology for me personally is just obsolete, especially if you look at the newer custom flippers that are out on the market over the last few years with the ball bearing systems and stuff in the pivot. They're so smooth. They're so nice that I think it's replaced any kind of spring technology. Now, if you're talking about the OTF out the front knives, that's different. You do need a spring to propel that out and forward because there's no other way to get that out besides manually, having a sleeve or a rod that you can pull up, and that kind of defeats the whole purpose of that kind of knife. But in terms of just like a spring-assisted knife, I think that this is just not necessary anymore. Even with this knife, for example, they could put a small ball bearings or maybe even a better quality, system in here to reduce the drag, and as long as your flipper is of the right, engineered to the right specs, I don't see why I couldn't open it manually as well. So I just wanted to hear your thoughts on this. Do you continue to collect spring-assisted knives? Do you like spring-assisted knives? Do you think that there's always going to be a place for them? Or do you think that the newer technology, especially with the ball bearing systems and other different more advanced manual opening techniques with flippers in the modern day, of course, is replacing the spring-assisted knife? Thanks for all your support. I'll catch you soon.